Oh, cheers. That tastes good. I like that a lot. Anyway, guys, welcome back. As you can see, today is a glorious day to be in Newcastle. The sun is out shining. I'm currently trying to get my tan ahead of Europe next season. Really starting to get it in there, trying to get that glorious brown. But today we've got a bit of a different video actually. So no matter what happens for Newcastle now, we are already guaranteed to finish in the top 6 of the Premier League. Of course, with Brighton tomorrow. Biggest game of the season for us. We've got a huge possibility to get in the top 4. But no matter what, we might be disappointed by the end of the season, but we've had an amazing year and we will be in Europe next season and the start of what is going to be an incredible rise of this football club. One thing, however, Newcastle United will not have next season is a derby against Sunderland, because they lost 2-0 to Luton Town. They went in that match 2-1 up from the first leg. All they had to do was not lose the game, draw the game, hell, even lose 1-0 and go to extra time. All I had to do was just not lose 2-0. And guess what happens? They lose 2-0, and now because of that, they are staying in the Championship next season. Now, I do stand by that actually was a pretty big deal for Newcastle, because having a derby against Sunderland next year would be something that you would need to keep an eye on. But that's not happening now. Without trying to blow smoke up my arse, you would class me as a well-recognised Newcastle United fan. So throughout the season, I've had hundreds, if not thousands of messages from Sunderland fans sending me abuse, sending me God knows what. Even just before I started recording this video, I had a kid on Snapchat message me. I mean, a Sunderland fans are adding my Snapchat. I mean, why are you on my Snapchat? He's telling me he's going to go down hard on my mum. Listen, lad, the only thing you would be going down hard on is a packet of Monster Munch. Now, shut up. Shh. The grown-ups are talking. But honestly, I'm sick of these Sunderland fans piping up me. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I'm enjoying my time here. I'm going to be in Europe next season. And today, in this video, I actually struck back against the Sunderland fans. So last night, when of course they lost 2-0 to Luton Town, I came out with a response, a baity response, a response where I wanted Sunderland fans to react. And today in this video, we're going to react to the several death threats I got. I got a serious amount of threats towards me after that post. So today we're going to react to them and we're going to enjoy ourselves. Big disclaimer for the Sunderland fans out there. I am here to take a piss out. Yeah, I'm not lying at all. As for the Sunderland fans who are watching this video, who haven't sent me any abuse at all or just been quiet throughout the season, my honest thoughts on Sunderland before we get into the piss-takey stuff. I think you've had a very good year. The fact they've got into the top 6, I mean, you lost in a place you never should have really been in, to be honest. Millwall should have got in that spot. They bottled it last minute. You might just sneak yourselves in there. I'm not sure next season how you do without Diallo, because I think he's been a massive key part of that squad, and not having him is going to be a big miss. We'll see what happens, but honestly, from our first season back in the Championship, I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed, so well done. But of course, we're going to be reacting to the Sunderland fans. I've been nasty today, so that's all the nice stuff for me now. Best of luck next season, but honestly, I think that was probably your best opportunity blown out the window there. First one, I can't wait until there's a video of this kid getting his head filled in. This is not even a Sunderland fan, by the way. It's an Everton fan. Why are you guys here? What correlation has this got between Everton and Newcastle? I don't know how Everton's managed to get themselves in there, but they managed to do that. So hello there. I mean, since you like Sunderland so much, guess what? You can join them in the Championship next season. And even if somehow you stay up, 1, you'll be 6 easy points for Newcastle next season. And 2, you'll just be back towards the bottom 3 again anyway, because nothing's going to change. It's a bit like us and the Mike Ashley. The thing at Everton at the minute is you've got the horrible ownership where nothing is going to change. In fact, relegation under this ownership is probably a better thing for you, so you can get rid of the dead weight in the club and start rebuilding. But unfortunately, if you stay up, you won't have that option, so you're just going to be down towards the bottom again. So I don't know why Everton fans are piping. I was literally with your fan base a few weeks ago, and guess what? I walked away unscathed. So you can pipe all you want on social media now, but I mean, you talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk. There is nothing I would have loved more than to see this cocky bastard bleeding and sleeping on a Sunderland flag. Well, unfortunately for you, lad, you won't see it happen now. I'm going to be down in London next weekend. I can't wait to be down there. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to soak in the glorious weather. I'm going to hopefully get my tan down there. Whereas for the Sunderland fans, I won't be seeing you guys anywhere in London because you ain't going anymore. You lost when it mattered. Unfortunately, you failed in the semi-final and you won't be going to Wembley next week. So I don't know what else you want me to say. I've been getting quite a few of these messages as well where people are wishing harm upon me. People want to see me in pain. But listen, lad, if that's what gets you in life, being pleasured by somebody else being in pain, it says quite a lot about you, to be honest. So, I mean, okay, I guess, okay. What a worthless individual this lad is, mate. Absolute face you wouldn't get sick of punching. I'm just about being able to read that sentence there. The grammar on there is disgusting, so lad. Bro thinks he's Conor McGregor on Twitter throwing these digs at me. Listen, lad, you ain't going to be punching me repeatedly in the face at all. Stop lying to yourself. Relax, take a sip of your beer. Just calm down. Yes, Sunderland lost yesterday, would still be a pretty good season for you. I don't know why you need to take all this aggression out of me. It's honestly been a good season for Sunderland. If you reflect on it, think about how he's been. You can go again next year and see what happens. Relax, that's all I'm going to say. I don't know why you fans are getting so angry with me. You need to calm down. It's not even the worst. We've got worse than this. I'm not even going to read this one out. It's crazy, that message. That's one of the worst ones I've actually ever received. I want to put a disclaimer out there now for Sunderland fans or our fans out there that might put messages like this in. Do not be stupid. He's put his name, he's put his face out there. And nowadays on social media, you put dumb messages like that in, it can affect your livelihood, affect your job, affect your income and all sorts. So do not be stupid. Personally for me, I'm not going to report Sunderland fans out there. Again, I have put a baity response out there. But if I do think there's a legitimate threat towards me, then I will take action, which is the best way I would probably put that across. Just don't be stupid, really, because that kid there could get himself in massive trouble. Just don't be dumb, because otherwise it will affect you in real life. So don't bother with it. It's not good at all. Once again, we are back with the Everton fans here. Overflared ego, just like the football team supports Sunderland, the biggest team in the North East. Well, thankfully, his geography is good, because I've seen quite a few Everton fans over the years say that Sunderland is the biggest team in Newcastle. It is cringeworthy how bad that geography is. But thankfully, he at least knows the North East. But on the topic of that, once again, I don't know why the Everton fans keep piping up. Everton and Sunderland, you should both be used to being the smallest team in your area. So I think it's probably a bit of a connection between the two. It's a bit like, for example, you see a long lost family member you never meet before, you got that instant connection. It's probably the same between Everton and Sunderland, you know, two teams that can relate to each other being so tiny. So I can understand why Everton and Sunderland like each other so much, but once again, why you're much, I don't get it. It's now time to move away from the nasty comments the Sunderland fans have said about me. To be fair, most of them are just the exact same. They're either sending death threats towards me or they're sending harmful messages towards me. Either way, they're just being really nasty. So, in conclusion, what can you guys watching this video and what can myself take away from the Sunderland fans last night on my Twitter post? Well, I don't think they can handle losses well, which is quite surprising actually, because they should be used to losing games by now. So the fact that they can't handle losses anymore, I think is a big surprise. So I wasn't expecting that for my little experiment. And secondly, they just seem to really hate me. I don't know what else to say. I just don't like the fact that I'm a Newcastle fan. I don't like the fact that, I don't know, I'm a YouTuber, I guess. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the fact that I'm a Newcastle United fan, sort of sending digs towards them. But they do it to me anyway, so it's a bit of give and take, to be honest. I don't seem to take, but they give out quite a bit. I guess my final message towards the Sunderland fans is, if you give, you got to receive as well. Unfortunately for them, they can't seem to do both of those, so lesson learned from them. But back on topic now, before we finish off this video, Sunderland have actually been quite cocky between the first and second leg about Newcastle. So some people are actually going out of their way to suggest that Sunderland would actually beat Newcastle in the Premier League next season. Well, that one hasn't went too well for you, has it? And some people have been put on Twitter saying, well, I would love to see how the likes of Diallo would do against Dan Burn for Sunderland next season, suggesting that Sunderland would just absolutely pump us on the pitch. Well, I have to say, just play FIFA, play Football Manager, and you have to figure out that way, because he ain't going to see it in real life unless Diallo plays for Manchester United or another Premier League team next season. So it's a case now where they're being well and truly humbled. The fact that they came out and suggested that they're going to beat Newcastle, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, when they haven't even beat Luton Town. They haven't even got to the final, never mind beat Luton Town. It's just, I don't know, they got really cocky, and I think they got humbled for it. So we'll see what they do next season. But honestly, for me, final words in this video, they gave it out, but they couldn't take it, and unfortunately, it's went and bit them in the backside because they choked against Luton Town last night. So we'll see how things go from here on out. But for me, though, I thought I'll come out with a bit of a response video today, because it's a chance to talk about Sunderland this season, a chance to reflect on Newcastle a little bit and just to stick it to them, because I've been taking so much from them this season. Random games as well, just coming out and saying, oh, I didn't mean this, that. There's Sunderland fans coming out and giving all sorts of abuse. So I thought at the end of the season, we give them a middle finger and we'll just take it to them for once. But aye, that's about it in terms of Sunderland. Of course, Newcastle play Brighton tomorrow, which we'll talk a lot more about the vlog in the next couple of days. And from me, though, it has to be a win. If you don't win the next two matches, I don't think we get Champions League. So we had to get it done before the Chelsea game. I think if we're leaving it towards that Chelsea game, we're going to be in very big trouble. So it has to be done over the next two matches. We don't beat Brighton tomorrow, I think we're screwed. I think we won't do it at all. So it has to be wins against Brighton and Leicester. We'll see how it does. It's up to us on the pitch now. It's ours to lose. If Newcastle don't do it, yeah, sure, I think I'll be disappointed. I'll be a bit gutted how things are being. But listen, I'll be enjoying Europa League football next season. I'll be enjoying Newcastle finishing in the top 6 and signing lots of players in the summer. It's one of those ones where time will tell. We'll see how things go. But honestly, for me though, I think we can be proud of this season. Disappointed if we don't get top 4, but not the end of the world. But anyway, guys, make sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And I will see you all in the next one.